Martinez, and I'm here tonight at the red carpet event for Tour de Force, directed by Oreste Maracina.
Well, you know, I really looked at a lot of pictures and a lot of video of Hillary, and then just part of our scenes were in private times. Actually, Obama just arrived.
He's a current president. How is the pressure?
Well, I would, if I were to be totally candid, I would say I got a lot of training on the job.
This comes straight from the top, from the director. If anybody sees anybody falling asleep, snoring, anything of that matter, you can easily extend your arm and at a 90-degree angle, give them a front hit, or you can do a back hit.
I have Patty Negru with me right now, and she plays Jill Biden in the movie. Patty, how was it playing someone who, I mean, they're here, they exist, they're real, and it's in the current administration. I mean, tell me a little bit about that.
It was amazing. I have actually never done anything like that. And this is kind of way out of my normal realm of kind of comedy and crazy stuff. So it's like, oh my God, I have to do her justice. I like Jill Biden. I want to play her well. But then I didn't want to do I'm a lookalike, I'm an impersonator. I just wanted to get her essence without being a lookalike. So I started studying her tapes just to try to get her essence and a little bit of the feel of her voice, and I was just honored to do it. But it was really something I'd never done before, and I took really seriously.
And I have Orna here with me, and she's the producer for Tour de Force. Orna, that's it. It's out. What do you think?
It's done. It's done. I'm so happy. Labor of, actually, I want to say love, but I'm going to say blood, sweat, tears, and whatever else, because that's what it takes to make a movie, and I can't even believe I'm still standing.
When you make a movie, it's to sell popcorn.
Oreste Maracina, and I think he always does a really good job. And I thought that the music was excellent.
I thought it was really good. I like the effects and the humor that they had in the film.
No, yes, absolutely. And let me ask you about the ending. Where do you think it's going? I mean, there are many possibilities. I mean, even the whole thing with China. Do you have any opinions?
Well, you know, it makes you really think about what's really happening in America.
But I think it came out pretty... what do you think? You saw the movie.
I did see it, and I thought it was an incredibly witty script. Tell me a little bit about how you trained for that role and how you feel it came out.
It's really amazing because this is one of the things that you have to, the stake is so high, and then we rehearse for like 2 months before we start filming, and it's a great experience.
Well, the ending, I think, was a nice twist.
Oh my God.
And it was so much fun. I got to do a lot of martial arts. There was a lot of stunt in the film, and had a lot of opportunity to do my own stunts in high heels.
It's a good ending. It's a happy ending. Did I say it right? A happy ending?
I have a theory. When I watch movie, I don't want to know anything. I want to be surprised because that's most authentic. I can feel the film authentically instead of I already know.
It was amazing to see what happened and all the action that took place and just how all these little pieces come together, fit really well. It was fun to do.
Of the final film?
It was really something. It leaves you wanting more, and you want to know what's going to happen next, which I think is important for any good ending.
telling me that you're actually the only person in this film who speaks Chinese, speaks Mandarin.
Apparently, the only foreign person that is not Chinese that speaks some Chinese.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, of course. And it was great. Not easy, difficult, but good experience.
And what's it like right now in this event, coming back to the States? Everybody seems to speak English. I mean, what are you expecting when you walk in through those doors?
I don't know. It's excited. Everybody is waiting to see what's going on in there, and I can't wait to see it.
I haven't seen a single frame of this film until we go in there right now, so I'm a little bit on edge. We'll see.
A little surprise, and it was really good in one way that he was able to look into the future and write this ahead of time and make it pretty almost right on, and the political aspect of it and what's going on. So I was amazed with that.
I thought it was really good. What about your performance? Was it weird seeing yourself on that big screen?
Not really, because it wasn't the first time, but it still feels just a bit awkward.
Yeah, what did you think about your performance?
I'm not even sure how to critique myself.
Let me ask you, I heard that a lot of people didn't even get to see the whole script from front to back. How did that feel? Not only are you playing a character that you don't know in private, but you also don't know what the next scene may be.
Well, it was kind of cool because in real life, you wouldn't know what the next scene is going to be. So when you shot a scene, you only knew your moment in time, which is what you would know in real life. It was it made it really kind of an interesting challenge when you would actually meet people on the set and they would say, yeah, I shot this warehouse scene with machine guns. And we're like, really? Awesome, how did I miss that? But I just wasn't even knew nothing about it. So you'd see people appear and they'd say they were in the movie and we're like, how are you in this movie? And they'd tell you something. So it was really interesting, but I thought that Orestes not giving us the script was actually kind of interesting that way, because as an actor, sometimes it makes it more difficult when you know what was going to happen next. And in this movie, you really didn't.
And Orna, I mean, you're saying these blood, sweat, and tears, and you've only really been out here for maybe 5 minutes, but what do you feel the response has been? Is it what you expected?
It's actually better than I expected, which is really great.
We have a fantastic director, Orestes Marachena, who cast me primarily because he thought I had a very, or somewhat presidential kind of demeanor.
I'm going to put you on the spot for a second. If you can describe the experience of shooting this film in a sentence, what would you say?
For the part that I was in, there was a lot of action, and they tried to kill us, all the Chinese people. But it was fun. It was really good experience, really. We had a good opportunity to work with a lot of people, and Orestes gave me the opportunity to work with them, and it was great. We had a lot of fun, laughs, a lot of work, but it was good, yeah.
And I have a few scenes, and I look a lot tougher in those particular scenes, and I'm like, really? I came across that tough? Because there are some scenes where I really do come across, mean and pretty spiteful. And I want to go on record and say I love Hillary Clinton, just in case Hillary sees this. I love you. I do. And Bill and Obama. I do. So just in case we kind of turn out negative, I really do love you. Yeah.
I actually got some very rave reviews from people whose political views are like way off. So actually, from people that I didn't expect. And they were, I think people just didn't know what to expect because of that it's an indie and they didn't know, Indies mean very small budgets compared to, So we pulled off a lot, considering. So I'm happy with the responses.
And what about your response?
My own response after seeing it for 10 million times.
Was it different on the big screen? Was there a different feel, something that you wanted?
Yeah, you know, it was definitely more powerful. It was all my buttons were pushed more, and you know, it's funny because I've seen it so many times because I worked on it and I did color correction and I looked at it frame by frame, you know, but I still, every time I watch it, even tonight, I always see things or hear things that I didn't see before. And I was sitting on the edge of my own seat, even though I know what happens. So,
well, that's always a good sign.
My own feedback is that I love it.
Why do you feel like you guys didn't get to see the full script? I mean, did that make you nervous as an actress? I mean, I know it would make me a little nervous.
Yeah, it made me wonderfully nervous, but I like to be nervous. It's an energy you use. I don't know. I think for the intrigue and mystery and it added to it, I'm not sure all of Orestes' ideas behind it, but it made it kind of exciting.
Does that put any expectation on what you're going to see tonight?
Well, for me, a lot. There are a lot of, there were 80 members in the cast, many of them veteran, super experienced actors. We did, like I said, a lot of rehearsal. When we were shooting, there were scenes that we shot 10, 20, 30 times, 30 takes. So the director was not easy to please, but at the same time, he feels that the film is superb and that his cast did a superb job. And to this point, I've taken his word at that. I'll keep it at that. Now I get to see for myself.
And before we start this film, he's going to make us all hold hands, and we're going to do a seance to make sure we expel all the ghosts from this theater. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Britt Griffith.
Wow, Goody Force. We're here. Amazing. Well, welcome to the Linwood Dunn Theater. There are 3 people that we need to point out. We need to give a special thanks to. Lawrence Ning, are you in the audience? Lawrence, can you please stand up? Carlos Barcelo, can you please stand up wherever you're at? That's not standing up. That's just waving. And Ener Iglesias, are you in here somewhere? There we go, right there. Without those gentlemen's generosity, Orna and Orestes would not be able to turn this dream into a reality by having the 2D Force premiere here at the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Science state-of-the-art Linwood Dunn Theater. I mean, we're here. This is an amazing place. So we need to thank them for sponsoring this event. Thank you very much, gentlemen, wherever you're at out there. And we're doing this in Hollywood. And I don't care what the rest of the planet says, this is the entertainment capital of the world. Period. We do it here. You have to live here to get hired to go out and make movies. Now, if we can just get our politicians to let us make movies here, it'd be great. Sorry, my politics for the day.
And she said to me, oh my God, I was numbered with the president and I was numbered with Hillary Clinton. I said, Ma, but I'm glad that you understand the movie. Yeah, but she really enjoyed the movie.
I think it was great. I think it made good points. It was like funny, but at the same time, they had like a real situation that is going on right now in the economy, and I think it's good. It's good to bring those forward, you know, so that people can think about it.
Orna Rakovinsky, producer, and producer, writer, and director, Oreste Matasina. Please come on up. Oreste has a few words. Well, he told me he has a few words. Those of us who know Orestes know he is not short-winded.
First of all, I want to thank all of you for coming to see the movie and for waiting such a long time to get into the theater. Of course, I want to thank the cast and crew that they did a tremendous job. And I hope that's when you see the movie, you will think the same like I do. The world has 7 billion people. And there is one person that I know that is unique in those 7 million people. And that person is I get a little emotional. No, that person is me. No. No. That is Carlos Barceló. Okay, he is an amazing man. And Carol, I'm sorry. There are 2. Ruben Rabasa is another one that is absolutely incredible. And I'm sorry. There is another one. It's Aner Iglesias. And there are 2 more. Martika Hernandez and Jorge, our producers. I mean, executive producers. Jorge and Martika are our executive producers. And thanks to them, we will see this movie, okay? They were amazing, and I don't know how they didn't shoot us, but they did, so I'm happy.
And let me ask you, what was your response to the trailer, and does that have any effect on your expectations for tonight?
It's just part of give you people to get interested in the movie, and between it shows the conflict between these 2 most powerful people in the world, but doesn't really tell you what the story is about. So hopefully people can go see after they watch the trailer to see the movie.
You look very presidential.
Thank you. And we'll see what happens.
Action, drama, action, drama, what else? Humor, has a lot of humor. And it's very intense, it's politically incorrect, and it's daring. Okay? If any of you feel like really there is something, we have paramedics outside waiting for any one of you that they'll take care of you immediately, okay? So, and I think 2 ambulances you got there, okay? So we are in good hands.
Always have a backup.
So anyway, I hope you enjoy the movie, and Orna will probably say...
I'll make this short and sweet. Oh, yeah, really?
I'm the happiest man in the world, okay? But I am the happiest man in the world, and not because the movie is going to be put on here tonight, or because you guys are here. I'm sorry. And that person is Orna Rakovich. She's my everything, and she is the pillars of my pillars. And thanks to her, this movie has been made. And they're going to throw us out of here if I keep talking. So.
Okay. Now that he's taken up all my talk time. Thank you, everybody. If you watch the thank yous at the end, we will cover more because you can't thank everybody enough, and even people who came on after. And I want to say hi to my mommy and introduce my mom, who came all the way from Ohio. Rachel, say hi to my mom. I don't know if I'll ever win an Oscar, but here I am, thanking my mom. So enjoy the movie and stay with us for the reception. Thank you.
Congratulations.